Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Derpy Dungeons. This is Yaswo, and today we are joined with Sully while we play Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, now I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Us on the date, as you
Even
said.
now.
Although, like I said when you were actually over here, if Katsuki dates anybody in the party, it'll probably be Minthara.
Yeah.
Because you won't be able
People
to
will
talk
all
to
feel like
Minthara
that,
very
to be honest.
much. Huh?
I said, yeah, I probably won't.
You
I
won't be
will if I
able
need
to,
to
because
lore wise or
if you talk to her, the stuff that she says, you will be 100% against, and then you'll end up making her leave because she doesn't like your responses. She will lose enough infection, or not infection, affection. Wow, those words are really close together. Infection and affection. To where she could turn on the party. Anyway, I mean, you are paladins of different gods, so.
that, or I become book tracer and
Alright, everybody, just so you know, I've been sick, so if I'm coughing and sound horrible, that's the reason. I, I'm not at 100%. I'm closer to 40. But we're here.
Alright. So last time I didn't talk to Mo. So I'm going to start with that.
Sounds good.
Nice strategy back there. If we put our heads together, I bet you and me could make a tidy stack of coin in Baldur's Gate. But Raphael's offered me a partnership already, and it seems like a sweeter deal than throwing my lot in with you.
No, kid. No.
All I see is the word continue, so I don't know what you're choosing.
I haven't looked. I haven't chosen yet. I've got like 7 options. There's a racial one. There's a persuasion. Because he's a literal devil. Or there's a paladin one. And then there's other ones like, oh, we still got to try to be good, or don't do it, fake it.
Just let me know what you choose before you choose it.
Well, I'm looking between the last 3, honestly. The racial one, and it says, our kind has had enough trouble with devils. You need to stay away from this one. Equation says, Raphael is a real literal devil. You and your soul are in danger, mole. Paladin says, you need to believe in yourself, mole, not the empty promises of pork gun monster. I feel like I'm going to do the paladin one. I feel like that's one. I also think it's a good one.
Go for it.
Zevlor had belief. Didn't get him anywhere good. Besides, Raphael wasn't promising anything stupid. Protection for me and my kids, that's all.
Her smile is broad, her eyes twinkling, her face the very picture of innocence. She's clearly lying.
But I haven't accepted nothing yet. Sounds like you're in deeper than I am.
Hey, I can see the options now.
One says, okay, well, I think I should really choose the first one, but I also think the second one's completely true because I haven't made it.
Yep.
But I feel like for me to know what's going on, I want to hit number 1.
Go
Let's
for
just
it.
really hope I pass. Yeah. I have to make a 20. I'm saying that's a really high. Don't think I'll get it. Of course not. We have 3. I'm going to use it. Oh, thank God.
What I said! That he'd get me and my gang safely to Baldur's Gate. And also, when we get there, I'd be head of the Thieves' Guild.
Number 2 sounds like something, but knowing that she's younger, she probably wouldn't care about that. But I feel like number 1's
Easy for you to say. You can do what you want, go where you want. My kids need protecting, and I'm gonna protect them. Look, you saved us. Not knocking that. But after you left, Zevlor lost his nerve. Gave up the fight. I won't. Now there's no grove, no coin, no one taking us to the city. I'm not letting my crew get eaten by shadows. Maybe I'll make a deal, maybe I won't. But it'll be my choice, not the devil's, and not yours.
She's a very stubborn little girl.
And Karlak has something to say.
By disappointed in her.
One of the worst things about getting old. Watching kids make the same exact mistakes you made. And knowing there's absolutely nothing you can say to change their mind. Then again, Mol's a hell of a lot smarter than I was at that age. Maybe she'll figure it out. True enough. She'll go far in the city. We've just got to get her there safely.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I found out there was a setting and I was going to change it. It says share private moments, and I put it on, so you'd be able to just look in on private moments from now on.
Preparing to march, I wager. Seems that way.
I saw it on one of my other versions earlier, so that's what I was like.
If you have an alternative in mind, please
Hey,
do.
it's the lady I saved from Walking Press.
bargains right here.
Patience. He may
Yeah.
know a way through
Her
the
name, right? Her.
We don't even know if he'll ever recover.
But we do know that anyone who
Yeah.
goes charging into those shadows is dead.
So the plan is to... He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet. We believe the cultists have taken Duke Ravengard to Moonrise Towers. I don't suppose you found a way in. I trust you will do everything you can to free the Duke. But in case you don't find a way, I'll be heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The Council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks. The Steel Watch is holding strong. I'll request that Lord Gortash send some of them to aid in the fight against Moonrise. The curse won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
You know the name Gortash, a councillor with considerable influence on Baldurian industry and politics. But he is no lord.
I don't know. I feel like 2 is something I would say. But knowing that I don't know much about him, I feel like one of these. I think
Okay.
I'm just gonna go 5.
Hold on. Before you choose, there,
Yeah, I haven't hit anything.
you see the little bracket that says Baldarian? There should be
Uh-huh.
one of those on 3 that says Dark Urge, I believe. But there's not, and I don't know why.
I don't know.
But I think 3 should have the bracket Dark Urge. So before you make the
So you want
choice,
me to hit that one?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying
You're giving me all the information.
I
Decision.
believe there should be a bracketed there. Whether the game wants you to know that or not, that may be why it's not there. But it seems like that information should be known. But no, I am
Okay.
not trying to
So then I
steer
would probably
you.
choose that.
I'm not trying to steer
No, but
you in any
that
way.
ties me more to the story, so it makes sense. Like I said, 3 and 4 would both tie me to the story more, and Dark Urge being what puts you in the middle of the story, I would
You
do
could
that for them
save
just 'cause it's
first,
me
just
and
in
lore.
case.
Okay. But
Just in
if
case
it's
I'm wrong.
lore-wise,
But
it makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that should
Yeah.
have that.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no...
Excuse me.
The Steel Watch are the future of warfare. Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord Gortash had only completed work on the prototypes before Ravengard and I left for Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us. I'm sure of it. I'll do my best, but there's every chance I'll fall to the curse or the cult before I reach the city. Don't count on me and assume no aid is coming. Work with Jaheira. That Harper's mind is as sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Okay, I was wrong. Karlak wants to talk to you again.
He just loves me.
So Gortash is a lord now. I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject for her infernal engine. I never found out what he got. This is the kind of man who gets a title. Authority. Makes me sick. The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
He's catatonic.
Flame color. That's your name, isn't it? Art color? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where
But
he
he's
came
also
from.
not an undead trying to kill
This
you and
is
everything
no
else like the other one
physical
was.
ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
No idea, I'm afraid. Whoever it is must be someone important to him. He's been saying the same thing over and over, ever since we found him. If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Hey.
patient is physically well, but psychologically detached, dissociated from himself. Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness.
Why not? Always do more. Fast.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
100 years? He does not look 100 years old.
If he does, he isn't sane.
Let's see what this letter says. Assignee art colon. Oh wait, you can put this on your screen later, can't you? Or do you want me to read it?
I was trying to find it.
So he was at the House of
It's on the second to bottom shelf, or it's right above the artifact.
Yeah, I found it. Okay.
Right here.
Oh, so guessing that's how they know it's been 100.
They said he was one of the first Flaming Fist. Flaming
Yeah.
Fist has been around for
Yeah, I
a
heard them
very
say that
long
it's probably
time.
might be said. Yeah.
Oh,
There's
I don't
a
know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Are you following me? I don't even know.
Didn't yet. I was still in the room, but I can.
Don't be shy. Have a gander.
I went the wrong way, so I'm glad you had not followed me.
Yeah, I need to talk to Jahir now, right?
Yes. If you haven't done so, I didn't remember.
Please.
Oh, that's not.
Okay.
You're welcome. Have a drink.
Oh my gods!
To your very good health.
I feel like the medicine option is a good option. But I also like the third one.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jahira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
Oath.
A noble proclamation. It must have made you quite thirsty.
I mean, I completely
Bottoms up.
understand why she's completely. I don't want to use the word paranoid, but cautious.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I
How
speak
do you
from
know people lose
experience.
flavors?
There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you, isn't it?
Now, if you notice, she also drank the wine. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
she also has the herbs, so she wants this entire conversation to be truthful. Not just
Yeah.
you.
Oh no, I understand. Like, I wasn't saying that she was deceptive in any way. I'm saying she's cautious, which, whatever's going on with everything, I understand the point of it.
After what she went through in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, you'd be cautious too.
Oh, I believe it. So this is a Destiny would answer honestly. So, I mean, I'm not letting a lot of the other stuff hit me. I am using a couple of abilities like charming and whatnot, but I'm not. I guess that's not resisting temptation because I'm using it, but you know. I guess 2 would be the best on it.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I? Good. Because I'll cross your heart myself if you break it. I have every reason to be cautious. I've
Hey,
traced
that's the word
people
I
like
used.
you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago. Believe me, he was well and truly dead. I locked his corpse in the Thorn Mausoleum myself. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Ketherick Thorn live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
I think 2 also just sounds really cocky. Like, I understand the point of it, but I feel like that's really cocky.
I disagree, but that's my opinion.
Huh?
I said I
Oh
disagree.
yeah, I mean, I'm just saying I
think
could see.
I don't think 2 is cocky. I think it's like, well, I'm trying my best to be.
Yeah.
That doesn't
I
strike
can see it
me
going
as the
both
word
ways. Like I
cocky.
said, it depends on the. It's the tone behind it. To me, it could be, but it doesn't have to be.
The ... makes me feel like it's not cocky.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I want 3 or 4.
And I almost say the
2's a
word
good one, and I
wrong.
like it. But, huh?
I said I know I'm gonna say the word wrong.
No, you're fine. I'm just.
Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul.
It's like
Find
your
out what it is
ambition.
that
You're
makes him
striving
invincible,
to be
so
that
we
person
can
that you
strip
look
him
up.
of his advantage. Once Ketherick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Sword is his shield. What I got from that. But she wants me to use my elven powers to get in. Makes sense.
Without a cure for your infection, your days are numbered too. Yet you selflessly offer to spend them fighting alongside us. I like you.
Oh,
I promise
I have
I
to
will
hear
do
a seal of
everything
approval.
I can to make sure you survive this. Any cure starts with
Does that mean Karlach will love me even
disease.
more because her
Whatever
model of
magic
me?
Gatherix using to control these tadpoles, it must be
Not
at
really, but
moonrise.
Jahira is the Matt
Until
Mercer
then,
of their
we keep
universe.
drinking wine when we meet.
Except, you know, Matt Mercer is actually in their universe.
Yeah.
She's meeting a famous person, so
You're
she's
not
just
our
like
only
beside herself.
secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Seluna, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive.
She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Isn't this a girl who owns Arcane Tower then with that name, Isabel?
I had a sip from a bottle someone did.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
It wasn't very nice.
He said Isabel. Isn't the girl who they said Arcane Tower?
No, Isabel's up here on the second floor.
I was thinking she was the cleric of Mystra, but I wasn't sure. I guess not.
The Arcane Tower, the lady who owned the Arcane Tower was a servant of Mystra, yes. Isabel is not that person.
Okay. Right here. There. Where are we going?
Before you open the next door, I would highly suggest saving.
Don't be shy. Have a gander.
Hey.
And I don't mean this door here
I
either.
feel like... Huh?
I don't mean this door either.
This
I mean
door?
this. I mean this one over here. Also, if you want to take anything from this room with nobody catching you, now would be the time to loot it before anybody else comes in the room.
A bust of Ketheric Thorm as he once was, a devotee of Seluna.
Hey, she has a diary here I can read.
Yep.
I wonder. Page. Oh, I'd seen nothing useful.
Still me.
There's a lot of herbs and stuff in the room, I believe. I got a scroll of invisibility.
Yeah, I've seen a rotted carrot, a rotted mushroom, earring of some kind, and something else. You know, like it is what it is. I was just saying I had seen
An arrow of ice.
herb.
Just saying right now, none of it is marked as stealing.
Yeah, because they're not allied with someone. Okay. I think I
The diary is not very long if you want to read it. It's literally one page.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. Alrighty, let's see what happens. Hopefully I can do this conversation properly. Stop dying, lady.
I didn't realize I had an audience. The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
I kind of like to know more about her, but I don't know if this is the time.
We've been waiting, hoping against hope, for someone like you. Free from the Absolute's influence, yet able to walk among cultists. It's almost too good to be true. But I'd be a poor cleric indeed not to avail of a blessing when I see one. Let me guess. Jaheira's sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
The blessing falls uneasily over your tainted body. You can't help but dream. To kill her would destroy all of last light. You yearn for it so deeply.
This is not a
Perfect.
mindset.
It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the Shadow Curse.
I know it's because I'm playing
which
Darker.
will get you
It's
closer
funny to me.
to the towers. But there are places it won't help. Places where the curse is darker, stronger. The cultists are able to traverse even the deepest shadows, though. I don't know how. The Harpers are trying to figure it out. Ketheric is a frightening man. But you have something he doesn't. Allies worth having. While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that?
Alright guys, we're going to end the video here. If you like this video, hit like. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And I will see you all in the next video. You have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.